Oh, hello there. Welcome back to Crafters TV. Welcome back to a fabulous masterclass. We've got a real treat for you this morning as we look at our Peek-a-Boo character. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. Masterclass is, of course, all about going into a bit more detail, some more in-depth demonstrations, and really concentrating on something that we know you guys absolutely love. Now, talking of things that we absolutely love, I'm not alone this morning. Sara's here. How are you, Sara?
Oh, fantastic. And you see, these are one of my favourite products that we do. So when there was a masterclass for these went on the schedule, I said I am absolutely doing this because I've got loads of different techniques to show you. There's so many clever cards. So let's have a look. See, the very simple way to use them, okay, is like this. So you can be using them just with, the idea is you get the little character on the front, but then also what you've got is you've got the little character in the back. So you have the front and the back of each one, and then we've got the little perfect, for example, right? Now, you've basically got all different characters. So you see you've got the little cat here, we've also got the little dog, and every time it's that same cute idea. That's why we call them Peek-a-Boo, because they are Pika and booing, if that makes sense, Joe. Yeah, well, it's lovely, isn't it, right? Now, these are the everyday ones. But we will, a little bit later on, I'm going to show you the everyday and the Christmas, right? And I'm going to be doing my demos on both of them. So we've got everyday and Christmas. There's your Christmas one there. You've got quite a few different ones on there. I'm going to be teaching you a Z-fold card later on, Joe. Promise I'll show you how to do that. And again, everything's available individually, or we've obviously got our amazing multi-buys. I'll get ready for the demos and I'll let you kind of walk everyone through what we've got, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take you through the everyday ones first. These are the 6 adorable characters that you're getting in this collection, which is fantastic. Now, the great thing is they are all edgeable, so it means you can do your edgeable techniques with these if you want to, and you've got the stamps and dies. Now, the stamps and dies not only allow you to do the concept, they also allow you to build a complete project as well, because you've got all your embellishments in there, you've got all the words that you need as well. So if you want to go any 2 for 11 £11 or £6.99. You've got the cat, which is this one here. You've also then got the doggy, who is always so popular. I love that you're able to get that front and back effect there with the stamps too. You've got the elephant there. The little baby elephant is just adorable. That one is in there. You've also got the bear as well, my favourite. You've then got this one here, which is the giraffe. All of these so much fun to colour as well. I'll be taking you through that as we go through the show. And you've got the bunny too. Now, if you want to go for them all together, that's how you get the best value. £29, $41 getting them all together, saving you nearly £13 and nearly $19, which is fantastic. I know that's going to be very busy. A lot of you have gone for them. Everyone thus far is going for the big collection. I mean, when the prices are that great, it's easy to see why, isn't it? Now, we do have the Christmas ones available for you. These are the latest ones that we launched, and these are great. They are all of your really iconic Christmas characters that you've got in here. So you can see there you've got Santa, then you've also got the elf there as well, which is fantastic. And you've got all your sentiments that you need to go with those too, which is brilliant. All the reindeer, I can see a little red glossy accent going on that nose there, absolutely. You've got the penguin, the Christmas penguin, which is gorgeous. Most popular on its own, actually, is the penguin. You've got the robin here as well. The festive mouse. You've got the polar bear. It could be a brown bear as well if you wanted him to be. And you've then got the snowman as well. Now, £6.99 each for these ones, or £9.95. Or you can go for them for £11 or $17 if you want to get them that way as well. There is a full collection going to be coming your way. It will be coming up, £41.75. It's showing us out of stock at the moment on the website. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to have that fixed for you. It is a mistake. We'll get that fixed and we'll get that reloaded as well. Loads of other stuff on this show too. There's a fantastic craft vault that's coming up about halfway through. We've got lots of ink pads on the show for you for stamping, of course, these stamps and dies out. And there are also the new 6-pack configuration. I'm going to grab one just to show you. The 6-pack configurations of our tri-blend markers, and these are fantastic because these make it a really cost-effective way for you to get 6 markers that all work together, which is fantastic. There's 8 different collections available there. Go check the web. I'll take you through them one by one a little bit later in the show. Shall we see what people are saying? Who's watching? Sarah is watching. Good morning from Australia. Well, it's good evening in Australia. Hannah says, I'm addicted to watching. I've been tuning in every single day. Hannah, I don't think you are alone. June is saying good morning as well. This is going to be a really interactive show. If there's anything you want to see, any demonstrations that you would love Sara to do in this couple of hours, please let me know over on Facebook. Crafters TV on Facebook is the feed that I'm monitoring at the moment. I do know, though, a lot of you will already own these dies. And if you do, I'd love for you to share with us the things that you've been doing with yours. And also maybe send us some pictures in. That would be fantastic. You can do that by emailing us studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. There you go. Details along the bottom of the screen just there. Very, very busy already over on our website. I know Sarah's got loads that she wants to show you. So I'm going to hand you over because she's got loads to get through. We were prepping the show and there was Sarah's like, I've got this demo, I've got this one, I've got this one, I've got. So I was like, whoa, how are we going to get through all this?
Yeah, he was a little bit worried. Will you do us a favour, Joe? Will you find me a stamping platform?
Yeah.
Craig's come in and had a tidy up. I don't know where anything is. Right, you can find me a stamping platform. Right, here we go. Nice and basic. Right, so let's just start with the basics and I'll show you how the concept works, okay? So we're going to do this one. Super cute, super simple, but really basic. So we're going to do like a little rocking card. Isn't that great, right? So what I've got is I've actually taken a circle. So I've die cut out a circle. And can you see with pencil, I've just faintly marked the middle here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little cat standing up. So can you see, these are the dies first. If we do the die first, pretty much just because, oh, Craigie, I've got nothing. I don't even know. I haven't got my sticky tape either, Joe.
Do you want me to go and find you some?
Oh, do you know, that lad, I love him for tidying up, but I don't know where
I'm going to
anything
give you a
is.
second. I'm just going to do, loads of people are tuning in already sharing loads of different ideas. Debbie says, good morning all from an overcast Deb and not working until next Wednesday so I can tune in again. Really missed chatting with you guys yesterday, but watched on the catch-up. Brilliant show. Remember, you can watch all of our shows, of course, on catch catch up, which is fantastic. Christine's in upstate New York, which is wonderful. Loads of you saying hello. All of the regulars are here as well. Barbies are there as well. Oh, you found your tape, Sarah?
I found the tape. Turns out he's put it in the craft bag. Well, he doesn't know I leave it in the craft caddy. He puts it in the bag, I leave it in the caddy. We need to have a chat.
Tomato.
To have a chat later. Yeah, right. Here we go. So, can you see, in the set that you get, you've got the back of the cat, the front of the cat, you've got the die for perfect, if you want to use it, but then you also get this little die cut here, which is, it's the size of the front of the cat and also the back. So all I'm going to do is decide where I want this. And can you see you've got the little lines that come across? If I want him to appear just there, or her, can be a girl cat if we want, stick it down with a little bit of tape. And then that is going to go through your die cut machine. So it really is this simple. I know a lot of people watching will have these. In fact, if that's you, I want to know if you've got them, okay? But if you've had these and used these, well, you could send us some pictures for a start. Pictures would be absolutely brilliant. But what we want to do is I want you to tell people that it is as easy as I'm saying it is. Out of all the products we have, especially in the die cutting and stamp arena, this is definitely one of the easiest concepts, but some really, really clever stuff you can be doing with it. Which is why we're doing a masterclass on it, right? Here we go. Now, just be very careful when you're releasing this tape off, okay? So can you see it's very, very tacky here. So, and I've just done my nails ready for the Sara Joe. So, proving a little bit more difficult getting the tape off here. But if I get this tape off, and then we just lift off, oh, here we go. There we go. We lift off the die. Can you see now, if I bring in my scoreboard and just score that in half, so I've got just a nice little scoring tool here, and oh, crazy, I want the one with a big line on. Here we go. Oh, no line. Joe, it's not my day today, is it not?
Oh, just lets us know that you're not a crafty robot. So some people think we just pop your batteries out and you live out the back, and then we just pop your batteries back in and wheel you in. It's not the case, It's just not the case.
No, I've got to have everything ready. Look at this. Can you see? Right. So that I've scored that line, and because the cat, we cut it out before we did our scoring, that stands up and it just cuts it out of the back. Now we're ready to do our stamping. Right. Where did you just put that stamping platform? There it is. Oh, you put it over there where I can't reach it. Right. That's no use.
Sarah says she's up late in Sarah's up late in Australia. What she is, she's minding some sausage dogs that her neighbour is going to help her daughter out. So she left the sausage dogs with her. That sounds lovely. A cosy cuddle on the sofa with the sausage dogs.
Very nice. Let's have a look. If I get this little guy on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour it with them tri-blends, Joe. So you must use the alcohol-proof dye, alcohol-proof ink.
We've got those all on the show as well. I'll take you through those in a little while.
So can you see? There he is. I'll actually stamp it. I'll lie it out flat, and you can see straight down. So can we see? Just got to stamp straight on there, and it puts the little cat exactly on the front. Look at that. I mean, he's
Perfect.
Like exactly on the front.
Perfect.
Perfect. It is, and you know what? Apparently people are absolutely loving this. So yes, it doesn't surprise me. Every time we do these, watch what you do with the little kitty on the back as well, right? So you can come on with the little cat, and we can go straight onto the back, and what you'll see is, on the back as well, it's going to all line up just as perfect. So when we stamp him down, there you go. You've got the cat on the back, you've got the cat on the front, and he's all, isn't that, come on, that's got to be super clever. And you could be doing that with every single little animal, right? So, do you want me to colour it, Joe? Do you want me to do another little bit? What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the boss, I think we can let you. You can do what you want. You're in charge, Sarah. I do need to let you know though. At home, you're not in charge, because if it sells out, you'll miss out on it. 10% already of the stock of the everyday collection has already gone. So please don't hang around. Sandra says she's got all. I have them all already. You can't find anything. I can't talk. Should we just start this again?
Let's just do the show.
Right. Hello, welcome to... No, we won't. Sandra says, I have them all already and mix and match them with the words to get so many more possibilities. She says also 8mm pom-poms go well on the hat, and the white ones make marvellous snowballs. I find colouring the aqua pens means you don't have the bleed through, which is fantastic. So Sandra's absolutely loving them.
Great point. Yes, because I was going to give you a little bit of a tip on that. So because I'm using my tri-blends here, so So I'm shading right out to a very, very nice pale little kitty cat, right? And I will show you a little bit more on the tri-blends as we go along, right? Let's have a look. We need a little bit more dark around the paws here. So anyway, what you'll find, what you was talking about there is the bleed through. So can you see? Well, it's not too bad, but you sometimes get a little bit of bleed through on the back. Well, do you know what my answer for that is, Joe?
Yep.
If you stamp another one and cut it out, it sticks over the top.
Ah, perfect.
And then you cover over any of your bleed through. So nobody's going to see, nobody's going to know any different.
And then how would you say that, stick it down, just tape runner?
Just a little bit of tape, yeah, literally just pops in there and it lies over there perfectly. It's still just as clever. But yeah, good point. If you used your aqua pens or pencils or something like that, then it's not good. You're not going to have any bleed through. So I've got my little cat at the back, and I've got my little kitten at the front. And if you want to put a little bit of a shadow under, you could easily shadow under that. But that just gives you the basic concept of where it folds over. But then what I thought I'd do is, do you want me to show you how to use the perfect die?
Oh,
the
yes,
extra
please.
bit that comes with it, right?
And am I right in thinking, Sarah, then, because these are an edgeable in essence, can we do all of those edgeable techniques that we've shared with people on all those hours of masterclasses that we've got?
Every single one without exception.
Wonderful.
Every single one without exception. Right, look at this. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to do another little bit. Did you see the card that I did? It's got another little bit with another cat on to go over it. So I've just taken a half a circle this time, and I'm going to put my perfect on, and my little cat, here he is, right? So let's get them so that they're all lined up on there. There we go. So I'll put my pencil line on, but I'm going to ignore it. And because we're going to take the tape away, it doesn't matter where, you know how I stuck the tape down before and then it was a pain to peel it off. It doesn't matter now, because what we're going to do is on this one is we're going to peel the tape away. So that's all lined up. Going to send that through and die cut that again. To be honest, this would go through the, if you wanted to use your Gemini Mini. These little ones would even go through the Gemini Mini. And
if you fancy a larger Gemini, though, there's a great deal coming up tonight, isn't there, Sarah?
You are such a tease. So many people have been asking us to do a deal on the Gemini. So, yes, we have obliged. And well, to be honest, the whole show tonight is going to be, if you're looking for a bargain, tonight is the show that you want to watch. It's going to be fast and furious. I don't know how much demoing I'm going to get done or whatever, but trust me, it's going to be an awesome show.
It is. It is, of course, the Sara cartload, that special one with the mystery bags and the lucky dips and the double-sided Centura and all those other brilliant things. So yeah, you want to join myself and Sarah 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. It's a 3-hour cartload tonight. It's going to be amazing. Robbie says, good morning, everyone from Foley, Alabama. I'm addicted to these lives. I get up every morning by 4:30 to fix my coffee and get ready for the show at 5 a.m. What a great way to start the day. Astrid saying she loves these. Stephen says, I've got both sets of these. They're amazing, very easy to use, and one of my best sellers. Love them. I'm guessing then, Stephen, that you make cards to sell.
Does cards to sell. Do you know, we never asked that. What a brilliant idea in terms of telling people which ones are top selling items. Yeah. I think, do you know what I like about these though? Brilliant for kids as well as for adults. That's the difference, isn't it? You're going to be able to use them for like all sorts of ages.
And also you could, nothing to stop you, so I'm guessing, using the stamps on their own. We saw a couple of samples where the penguins had been used to build a scene with some masking gum. So I know obviously they're a concept that uses the stamp and the die together, but you could use them both independently, I guess.
Of course you could, yes, absolutely. Well, it's the same with anything. And then mix and match them with the other products of ours that you've got. Right,
absolutely.
I love my little cat there. And actually I just think he needs a little bit of pink. Yeah, should we put a little bit of pink? Yeah, pale pink. And this is the bit, so those little sets that we've got on today, the little tri-blend sets, are brilliant for those of you who just want to have a little bit of a venture into the world of tri-blend colouring and just want to give it a bit of a go. All right, so a little bit of pink in there. So can you see I've got my perfect, and then actually that's not, can you see I've done a little bit here, so I've got a little bit in the green, so that's going to matte and layer onto there. And then if I put this on, the perfect looks all right there, but actually look even better. We can colour over the perfect. So if you ever want to shade in any of those bits, let's have a look. I think I'll do it in a bit of purple.
Snooze, you lose Sonia. She was late yesterday, Sarah.
Right.
Yesterday, the day before.
It was yesterday.
Yep. She snoozed and she loosed. So anyway, she says, all in capitals, Joe, my hubby heard you get me about snoozing yesterday. He woke me up at 4 a.m. I woke up and said, what is wrong? He said, nothing, honey. It's Crafters TV time. So you need to get up.
Oh,
that is a good enabling husband, isn't it? That
can
Sonia's
I just tell you, all of these little stories, you make it's like, what is it they say? Like, you make my heart hurt or whatever. That is just the cutest thing. That you are loving the shows so much that people are actually getting up out of bed at what Joe would call stupid o'clock.
I'm usually getting in at 4, not getting up at 4, Sarah.
So, and then the fact that people are getting up because they don't want to miss any of our shows. Well, I hope I don't disappoint. If there's anything in this show that you want to see, you know, using all of these stamps and dies, any techniques that you've maybe seen me talk about, or samples that Joe's been shown and you'd like to do them, I am here at your disposal. You just tell me what it is you want to see and we'll make it happen. Is that a good plan?
Sounds
I like
plan.
these sort of shows when we do that. Do you know what the deal is though? It's got to be a two-way deal. Two-way deal is, if you've got these, right, I want some photos.
Absolutely.
I want some photos sending. And if you're watching and you've made some cards and you've got the cards there, Telfie. We absolutely need a little Telfie sending.
We do indeed.
Perfect. And then again, all I've got just to finish it off is some tiny little...
Glenda's just ordered these. Send hello from Charleston, South Carolina. Jenny says, what's your email address again? Send pics, please. It's studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. It is along at the bottom of the screen right there. Betsy says, I'm also addicted. It's just after 5 here in Texas, and I'm in bed watching Jarl on the big TV.
Oh, absolutely love it. Right, here we go. So I'm going to stamp birthday because we're going to have a perfect birthday. So birthday can just come down this part here. There's my birthday. And then have a... Because this is the beauty, see, you've got all these little stamps that go with it. Because the stamps, they're really cute, they've got like that bit of a thing going for them. I like the idea of having all of the cute little sentiments to finish it off. So there we go. Have a perfect birthday.
Fantastic.
I'm just going to cut that off there. That is looking awesome.
You know, batch making cards or doing a lot of cards quickly, you had a lot to do. What a really fast but very effective technique that is.
Perfect. Perfect. Do you want me to get ready for Christmas next, Joe?
Ooh,
can we do Christmas or do you want another
please.
every day? What do you want?
Oh, let's do one. Should we do one more every day? It is very busy. Very busy on the everyday. We do have all the Christmas ones available, of course. Do check the website for them. There is a multi-buy on them, but they're just reloading the stock. I actually think what happened was you guys cleared us out before the show goes live. And that's what happens these days at the moment because, you know, we have so many extra people watching Crafters TV these days where it's like everyone had a bit of extra time on their hand, didn't they? And completely fell back in love with crafting when we were all on lockdown. And now there's so many of you watching. And it's great because it's such a wonderful community. I even struggle some days to keep up with the comments. There's so many of you chatting, which is wonderful. Right, let me run back through the different options you've got in the everyday Peek-a-Boo. So you've got the cat, which is this one here. You've also got the doggy. I'd love him done in black and white, like a little Dalmatian would look cute. You've then got this one here, which is the baby elephant. I love that one. You've got the bear there. I know lots of friends I could send that one to. You've also got the giraffe there as well, which is fantastic. I've got a story about giraffes. I'll save it for a bit later in the show. You'll have to remind me, Sarah.
Oh, giraffe story. Well, I've got a giraffe card I'm going to do later, so you can tell us then. When you do a giraffe card, I'll do my giraffe story. It's not an impression, don't worry. So you've got that. £29 if you want to get all of them. For 6 concept stamp and die sets, that's amazing value for money. $41, sorry, if you want to get them like that. You can, over 10% of the by the collection has gone there. You're saving almost £13, almost $19 there. If you do want to go for a couple of them, maybe you already got a couple and you're just stocking up on a couple, then absolutely you can do that. The 2 for £11 or $17. Something you might want to go for if you're going for these is also the windows and arches. These are available on their own individually, $9.99 or $12.95. These are great for so many different projects, but what these do is they give you or create you an aperture if you wanted to do
like a peek-a-through, as I like to call them, which is the characters obviously looking through those windows as you've seen there. That's basically, in essence, what has created that window there, which is on the board there, as you can see. So you want to go for that. Definitely slip that into your basket as well. Did you want me to tell you about the tri-blends while I'm over here as well? Because I've got them, and they are in these fabulous new 6-piece collections. So I'm going to quickly whiz you through them. Now, the great thing is, we'll continue to bring you larger collections. You know, you guys absolutely love those. What these are great for is if you wanted to just get your hands on them and you wanted to have 6 pens that all work together that would allow you to colour a project, but you wanted to maybe dip your toe in first, or you wanted a bit of a lower price point, this is them for you. $17.99 or $26.95. So you've got different ones in. You've got
That's my favourite set.
I love it. It's great, isn't it? It's
yep,
like,
that'd be the first one to sell out.
Do you know what that reminds me of? It's like a tropical holiday, isn't it? Going into a hotel reception, they've got a big bunch of flowers on the counter, and they're all those colours. That's your floral blends. You've got your natural blends, so you can see what I mean. They're not all necessarily in the same colour family, but they're all going to work together on a project, which is great. You've then got your woodland shades. You've got vintage blends.
I do like the vintage
It's good,
ones.
isn't it? This one is coastal blends, which I like. I do really like this one, though, with the portrait blends. If you want to do faces and things, you're going to love those.
You need that one. That's a need.
That's absolutely a need, not a want, that one. You've got your jewel shades. And finally, you've got your exotic blends.
So the last jewel shades, just to let you know, they are shades, not blends.
Right.
So what they are is they're an expansion pack onto some of the other pens.
Okay.
So they are can you see how much deeper those colours are? So they will sometimes give you the extra deep ones on top of some of the colours that you've got.
Could you also use them on their own, though, as a standalone pen set if you wanted to? Yeah?
Brilliant. I like the dark shades a lot. Look at that lovely deep.
You want that intense colour?
Yes, I love those ones.
And remember, of course, you're getting 3 shades in each one. Basically, 18 markers in each pack there, which is fantastic value. I can see a lot of you multi-ordering on those. I know they're going to be very, very popular. Right, Sarah, what's next?
Right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a load of samples in case there's anything people want to know how to do. Then you can tell Joe, and then a little bit later in the show I can do that, right? So, very simple, just like what I've shown you, little kitty cat. But bear in mind, you can be using multiple ones all together. Now, this is really cute because look, you're my best friend. How cute.
Second best friend.
Second best friend. Don't even be getting started on that again, right? This is what I'm going to show you next. I'm going to show you how to, we're going to do a baby card, and I'm going to show you how to put the little archway into the front of your card. I think that's really, really cute. These ones here, this is the easiest way you can do it, because all you do is you cut it into the front of the card, right? Do your little cut around and then lift the top part out. So I've done loads of samples, loads of demos with these. This is brilliant. Shaker cards. Oh, he's got googly eyes. He's got googly eyes. So all you do is you cut your aperture, and then you just stick this on the top. You don't have to use it as the edgeable. Use them with your lovely pattern papers. I think these look brilliant. This is the technique that I'm about to show you now. This is a little bit different, where you've got the bear and he's put across the middle. What I like is, Joe, I know the problem is, right, our designs, what happens is we always do loads more than what we need and then choose the best. So that then what we bring you are literally the must-have designs, which is why we always do the big Uber bumper kits, right? Now, for a lot of people, sometimes the bumper kits, it is a considered purchase. You can get into the hundreds of pounds to get everything in a collection. With this, it's under 30 quid, just over $40 to get absolutely every design in that collection. And that's what makes them really, really special, is the fact that, they're very, very accessible. Now, here we go, a couple more. I'm loving the giraffes. Look at this one. I love this idea where he's can you see, he's dropping down and falling over. The little bunny design. Oh, Z-fold cards. I'll show you a Z-fold card later as well, because Z-folds, here's one. And my favourite there. I love a Z-fold. Specifically at the moment, I love that idea of doing this. In fact, this is one that I did on a masterclass a few weeks ago. So there's other masterclasses out there. I believe we've done a masterclass on the Christmas ones and a masterclass on the everyday ones. It's literally because they've been so popular that we're back in doing some more of the designs here.
Oh, I love the arc.
Oh, look at that, isn't that nice? Now, so the first one I demoed was the cat. right?
A quarter of the stop of the cat individually had
Cat in
sold
the
out and gone,
lead.
Sarah.
Cat in the lead. Right, now I'm going to do the elephant. Let me just tell you, the elephant is an absolute need to have for anyone doing any new baby cards. I don't know why it is, but elephants are brilliant for new baby cards. So should we do a nice little new baby one? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use these here. So you know a lot of the cards that we do have this shape, this archway shape in them. I'm going to do something just like this, right? The archways are a separate product. So you can buy them. Once you've got them once, they work with this size to work with all of our edgeable designs. So you can either do the square one. I think I'll do the square one with this, Joe. Or you've got the round one. You prefer to do the round one, square or round, but you've got them both in the kit.
Now, the elephant, Sarah, I need to let you know before you get into this demonstration, the elephant is also a quarter gone and you haven't demonstrated it yet. And we know what happens, don't we? As soon as you start demonstrating one, it shoots across away into the lead. So if you want the elephant, you definitely need to act sooner rather than later. I once shared a bed with a friend, Sarah, and they said when I snored, I sounded like a baby elephant. And they got it on YouTube the next day and played it back to me, and they were like, "Yep, it's the identical noise." It's like a little stifle. What's it called? When an elephant makes that noise? What's it called?
I don't know. Maybe you'll have to have a nap sometime and I'll find out.
But yeah, I'll have a look. Shall I go? I'll Google it. I'll Google it.
You go and Google and find out. Right, here we go. Little cards, right? If you look here, what we're going to do is we're going to put the archway in, and I find it works really nicely in just a little 5x5. So let's get my elephants. That's the little dog. He is the elephant. And can we just see, all of them come with full instructions as well, and you've got the ideas of how they work on the back. So this is showing you how to do the archway that I'm talking about.
It's called a trumpet, Sarah.
Of course it is. Yeah.
I snore like a trumpet, apparently.
You snore like a trumpet. Bless you. Right, so here we go. I've got the word for baby, and then I've got the little elephant's head as well. And what I'm going to do is, this is the die, so I'm facing the die down. I'm going to put this die on first. Then can you see, this is where the cutting edge starts, runs all the way around, stops here. I'm going to just tuck that under the bottom there so that that fits in perfectly. And then I'm going to do the same with the little elephant head. So we're going to put that under the bottom. Now what you do need to do, Joe, is you need to stick these in place because you don't want them moving when they're in your machine.
Can you mix and match the other words with the other characters?
Yes, great question. So yes, we did all of them so that you can interchange, and you can interchange. I know I'm going to do the Christmas in a little bit. You can interchange between the Christmas and the everyday as well. So here we go. This goes round. Just make sure they're not going over the top anywhere. Yep. So I'm going to first of all stick this down here, and then just to be sure that I'm not sticking them out, I'm going to make sure that this is, can you see, over there so that they don't stick over top of each other. So if in doubt, extra little bit of tape on. Same here, can you see, I don't want them sticking on top of each other. Now all the tape sticking I've done inside the bit of the aperture that's coming away. So don't have to worry. And nothing is on top of each other and everything's going to go through perfectly. Now we only want to cut through the front of the card, so make sure you open your card up, and we're going to put that onto your cutting plate. We're going to put our other cutting plates in place and then send them through that machine. Now, yes, I'm using the large Gemini. The big one, the junior one, doesn't matter. They'll work with all your different machines. The large one's great. I'm going to do you a box later on when you've got a really big piece, right? That's when it's going to be really helpful to have your larger one, even though they're small dies. Right, so you see I lift this die off, right? And that bit of tape. I'll lift this one on, the little bit of tape. And then when we lift this one off as well, I'm hoping, right, can you see, I'm just going to catch it with the knife, those little nicks where the lines join up. Just make sure they're all lined up together. So these bits down here, we're just coming and joining up our little cut lines. And it's so easy to do, because then what that does is, takes all that away so that you're left with just the baby part. And then it's the same technique as what I showed you in the last one. So we just take the little elephant, we've got the front and the back of the elephant. So I'm going to stamp him, he's going to be peeking into my card. Do you know, I don't know whose concept it was when we came up with these in the office. I would remember if it was mine. It's like, do you know what it's, because I remember seeing someone had like tried to do a sketch to illustrate it, and I was like, oh, That is just genius.
I think your love of Z-fold cards is becoming contagious, Sarah.
Is
because,
it?
Barbie is making 4 Z-fold Father's Day cards right now. When is Father's Day?
When is Father's Day?
In the UK. I think it's the same, isn't it, in the UK and the US?
Have we not had it?
No,
Have we
it's
not had it?
soon. It's really soon. I'm actually worried. When was it?
Has it happened?
No, it happened because we wouldn't have missed it.
But are you? No. We have had it. We have, man. Because I
sent my dad a card.
Whew, yeah, I made
did.
my Father's Day card on the show. I was thinking, I'm sure we've had it.
I was just having a bit of a brain fart there for a moment. I just wasn't sure whether we'd had it or not. So it must be a different date then in America.
I don't know.
It must be coming up. Let me know,
us
please. Do let me know because I got myself really panicked there for a moment.
Look at that. How cute and fab's that? And can we just appreciate? I mean, it lines up perfectly and it's easy to get it all lined up perfectly. And then all we're going to do is you're going to do a little bit more colour with your tri-blend. So I'm going to bring one of those greys in. So this is one of the ones where we've got, look at this, I've got the brown grey shade and the brown grey blend, which means it's all the same colour, right? So I'm going to start with the darkest one and I'm just going to put a little bit down the side and then also we'll go down the side of his trunk and I'll just bring all them colours coming along, Joe.
Really busy on the tri-blends. The portrait blends is your favourite. A fifth of the portrait blends has already gone. Sally says, if you were snoring like that in my bed, Joe, I would call it annoying. Not like a baby elephant. Snoring is one of those things, it's really bad. I went on holiday with a friend to South Africa and we had to share a room a lot. And it was honestly like a steam train was about to come through the wall. It was so bad, the snoring. And there's nothing more annoying, is there? Melissa says, my hubby sounds like a walrus when he sleeps. This is why I think, Sahara, the hubbies are always encouraging of the crafting and buying lovely gifts. It's because they're keeping their wives up snoring all night, by the sounds of it. Erin says her husband sounds like Darth Vader when he sleeps. Very, very interesting.
Oh, bless. Poor husbands, they're going to get a right bashing today.
Tammy says she's put a bit of weight on lockdown. I mean, Tammy, let's face it.
We all have, Tammy.
Who hasn't put a bit of weight on lockdown? My husband, and it's making us. Our husband keeps out of getting getting out of bed and going downstairs because it's that loud.
Oh.
Oh dear. It was the 21st of June. Father's Day is in June, in the UK in June.
Yes, we have had it.
Well, Barbie's working on Father's Day cards. Now, Barbie, you're going to have to clear this up for me.
I've got one here, by the way, Joe, that I've already coloured the back of, right?
Wonderful.
So just to kind of speed things along a little bit, I'm just going to put the rest of my card together.
Wonderful. I need to let you know, breaking news. The Christmas collection is showing there right now on the web. You can get it. There's 8 characters in the Christmas. It's a back in stock. You get the window arches included as well with the Christmas one. It's a really, really great value. They're worth $9.99 alone. So you think about that. You take that off the price. You're getting 8 Christmas characters for £31. Really, really amazing value. I'll take you through absolutely everything again in a moment. I know a lot of you have been waiting there, so now you can go and grab that. It's back in stock right now. We don't have a huge amount of it though.
Right.
That's looking beautiful, Sarah.
Baby girl. And then all I've got is just a little bit, just to go down the corner here, Joe, some little die cut pieces and a little flower. And then the great thing is, I mean, don't they just make really super simple, quick cards? I know I've done all the die cutting already, but I want to show you more of how you do the concepts. But I think that is just super cute. But then you've also got all of these other bits. So we've got welcome little one, congratulations on the birth of your new, and then we've got boy, girl, we've got welcome, love, hello. So if you want, I've just got a little here, congratulations on the birth of your new baby girl. And it just all comes in together. So that's how you use the archways as well, right? So that's kind of the second way. So you've got the one, let's have a reminder of what we've done, of how to do it over the fold, right? And then also how to do it in the little archway too.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love them. I love these. They're definitely one of my favourites. Favourite collections we do.
Really, really wonderful. And they're one of your favourites as well. Very, very busy. The cat and the elephant, I know both are quarter gone individually. You'll need to be quick for those. Let me just whiz you through everything you're getting in the collection. They are available on a 2 for £11 or $17, but thus far everyone going for that big collection, which is fantastic. I think they're one of those sets of dies and stamps that once you've seen them, you just know you need the lot, and that's what people are doing right now. So you've got the cat in this collection just here. You've also going to get as well the dog, which is that one there. You've got the baby, which is the elephant one, which is gorgeous. You've got bear hugs, wild about you, which is the giraffe, and also bunny there as well. So get those £29, $41 if you want to get all of them. Now, let me just quickly show you as well, because the Christmas collection is in stock on the website. It is there and it is ready to go. Now, remember with this one, you get the arches included too. In here, you're going to get the following. So you're going to get Santa, which is that one here. The great thing with these as well, obviously you're going to be able to do, it's all about making the inside of your card as exciting as the outside, but you've also got all the stamps that you need to complete that sentiment on there as well, which is fantastic. You're going to get the elf in here. You've got the reindeer, the penguin, the jolly robin, which is that one there. You've got the mouse. You've got the bear, which is a polar bear. It could be a brown bear, if you want to colour it up like that. And then you've got the snowman as well. And don't forget, you're also going to get those arches included in there as well. So the arches will come included. They, on their own, are worth $9.99 or $11.99, I believe. So it's great that you've got those included as well. It's going to be very, very busy on that collection. We've also got some sentiments for you on the show today as well. Very, very busy on this. It's the Essential Sentiment Stamp and Die collection. Now, these are the 6 most popular ones of what are a much bigger collection. There are 12 individual ones that you can go for if you want. On there, you've got Thinking, Smile, Love, Friends, Family, and also Thanks as well. So definitely grab those. They are the 6 most popular ones. £25, $33. You get the die cut, and then you get a whole host of stamps that allow you to customise a sentiment that works for you, which is fantastic. Very, very busy still on those tri-blends. Remember, it's a new configuration. Someone was asking me a moment ago in the colours, in the comments, are they new colours? They're not new colours, they're a new configuration. So what we've done is put them together in these groupings that mean that if you are looking at something, I don't know, in your, you want to colour a project, you can actually use these 6 pens to colour one project. It's all about you, an introduction really to the world of tri-blend markers. So you're not going to have to go out and buy a big collection, and we've made it really cost effective for you to try our tri-blends. You've got your natural blends in here. You've also got your floral blends. This one is your woodland shades. We also have the vintage blends. You've got the coastal blends. There is the portrait blend. This is the most popular one. Was it a quarter of that gone individually? Quarter gone there individually. You've also got the dual shades, and you've then got the exotic blends as well. $17.99 or $26.95. I see a lot of you multi-ordering on those. They're a new configuration, so it's great to have a discount on those as well. Right, I need to let you know how busy it is on the Christmas collection. 5%'s gone. It's been back in stock a matter of moments. So we don't have as many as we'd like. If you want the whole collection, then please be quick. Of course, you've got 2 for £11 or $17 there as well. Are you going to treat us to a Christmas one now, Sarah?
I'm going to treat you to a Christmas one. Now, again, to get the whole collection, and there's more designs in the Christmas one, and you get those arches included in your Christmas ones as well. So fantastic kind of selection as well, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you do it into a box, the front of a box. So because this is not like a box making 101 class, although we should probably do a box making masterclass. What I've done is I've already got the box ready. So I've got the base of my box and I've got the lid. I've done all the scoring. So my rule is always get your scoring done first, and then we can do some of our kind of decoration. Now, what I've done is I wanted to show you how to use the archways. So we'll do the rounded one this time for change. But if you look, I've gone with like a bigger box. So what happens if I want the design down here and then the archway up here? I'm going to show you how you kind of connect them together. Let's have a little look. Where's my little pile of designs? Oh, I do love these. Do you want to see what all the ones are? I've got them in front of me, right? You've got the penguin. Right? Sorry, that's the robin. That's the robin, not the penguin.
Oh, the penguin, though, you can only get in the big collection. It's sold out individually, the penguin, Sarah.
Oh, yeah, it happens a lot.
I get in the big one.
So you've got the, what have I just said? Is the robin. You've also got the reindeer. right? Then you've got the little Santa. I mean, come on. How cute's that little Santa on there as well? We're going to be using him in a little bit. I do love the Santa. Right, there's your arches. You've got the snowman. I do love that little snowman too. I'll show you all these cards as well. There's the bear, which is the one I'm going to use. There's your penguin that's not available on its own anymore. The penguin's really cute. You've got the little Christmas elf and we've got the Christmas mouse. So you've got all of those. We kind of got very carried away when we did the Christmas ones because we knew you love the everyday design so much. We did even more when it came to be the
reindeer. I need to let you know is the next one. The one we're worried about, Sarah. 70% of the reindeer has gone on its own. Yes, if you want the reindeer.
Do you want me to show you a card with the reindeer?
Yes,
then,
please.
In case you're on the fence deciding, right? So there is your lovely little reindeer. Oh, you could make him Rudolph. Just give him a little bit of a red nose on there as well. And can you see how you can use all the words interchangeably? So they're all the same size so that you can mix them around. So this one here is holiday, but you don't have to use holiday. You could use any of the other ones. But I'm going to take the holiday and the little bear, and then I'm going to get them all lined up on the front of my box. So we'll have the archway up here. And again, always, I just find it so much easier, Joe, holding them down with a little bit of tape. So there we go. The holiday is held down there. I'm going to have holiday, so if we just have it here, but I'm going to bring it straight down so that we have it nicely lined up quite near the bottom. There we go. And
Jan is saying hello in Ravello, Sarah, in Italy. She says she is melting. She's going to go to Lidl soon to get cooled down in the air conditioning and then catch up with us a little bit later. I can confirm that we're not having that issue here in the northeast at the moment, Jan. I almost put the heating on last night, Sarah, and it was so cold this morning.
I know.
What's going on?
So we
were only talking about air conditioning 2 weeks ago.
We were, I know, and do you know what we did? We did have to put our heating on last night. Yeah, it is. It's getting a bit cold. It's getting to June. Getting to July now. We've had the summer. We've had the rest of the summer.
What's going on?
Here we go. I'm going to pop this through. So again, this is one of them ones whereby I said I've got the large Gemini out, not because the dies are big, but because of where I'm positioning them. So in this case, I've positioned it all over the front of a box, so you need to fit the whole of the box front into the machine, which is why we've gone with the bigger one, okay? Now, a bit of a tip on this one. So you'll see my actual paper is coloured. Now that's not going to stamp and colour very well, is it not? So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp and colour onto a different type of paper, right, and stick it over the top.
Christine in the Netherlands is loving your dress, Sarah. She says she'd like one for herself.
Oh, it is a ghost dress, Christine, but it is a few seasons ago, or last season even. So look at me, sounding trendy with the seasons. It was one of me ones that my friend Tuka, one of the other dragons, sent me. So it was a good deal. He said, if I send you some of my dresses for free, will you wear them? I was like, absolutely, will I wear them.
Did you send in some tri-blends?
So I could send him some tri-blends, couldn't I? There we go. So can you see that cut away, and we've just extended it. So it worked exactly the same way as the last one. We've just extended it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour that holiday in. I've just got my black marker here. So I'm just going to colour the holiday in black just to make it stand out. Now, you can either colour them in like what I'm doing here, Joe, or if you prefer to, what you could do is you could always go, always cut it out of another piece of cardstock and layer it up over the top.
Okay, doke.
So let's have a look. I think I'll just give it, just use the little, this one at the bottom just to get it all nice and designer on there.
I'd love to know what's people's favourite designs, from all of the little creatures that we've shown you across both collections. I have a feeling I know which one it normally is, and it probably will be the same again. The penguins. So people seem to be like really into penguins at the moment. They seem to be like the new unicorn, don't they, penguins? I don't know why. Suddenly very fashionable.
Let's have a look. I think we'll put a little bit.
What size is that box,
well.
Deborah's asking?
It's going to be about 6 by 5. 6 by 5.
Wonderful.
So, right, I'm just putting a little bit of snow down the bottom while I've got my sparkle pen out, right?
Stephen's letting us know apparently the heat wave's coming back next week. If it doesn't, Stephen, we know where to come.
Yes,
we'll be knocking on your door and asking you where the sun's gone.
I hope you are right, Stephen, right? Here we go. So I'm going to just take the back because I'm just going to have him as though he's peeking in. So I'm going to just stamp this up. And again, I'm going to stamp it and I'm going to colour it with the tri-blends. So you might lose me into a little bit of a colouring coma.
Colouring coma.
So...
well, I can tell you some loads of exciting stuff that's coming up later this week whilst you do a bit of colouring. 10% of the Christmas collection has now gone. It's only been back in stock for what? 7 or 8 minutes, I think. It's really, really busy. A lot of you got that in your basket already. I think it's going to be very, very popular. I can't wait to see all manner of different Christmas card projects that you've been create with those. Janet says it's been raining non-stop since yesterday in Singapore. The weather is very cool today. No air conditioning needed. No air conditioning needed here either, Janet. I think you've also worked out. Yes, loads happening for the rest of this week. It's a big, big week. We've got a very special announcement, haven't we, in our cartload show. We'll be welcoming a new team member, Sara. I've managed to stay tight-lipped about it all week.
Which is amazing. Which is amazing for you. He was briefed to within an inch of his life, mind, and given a bit of a warning. It's not a secret if you tell the world, Joe.
No. If you want anyone ever to find anything out, just tell me, and I'll do all the legwork for you. And then, Sara Cartload tonight as well. We've got that really special announcement coming up in the show. It's going to be great. Tomorrow, of course, Colour Me Happy is happening, which is great. We've got the Craft House as well. It's a new launch Craft House for you too. We've got the festive pop-up boxes going to be launching tomorrow here on Crafts TV.
So excited about them.
Really, you're going to love them. I've seen them. They are super. They're next level, tray adorable. And then also, HSM preview tomorrow night, 3 hours. So it will be from, let me work this out, 2 till 5 in the afternoon on the East Coast. So make sure you join us for that. That will be over on the USA Crafts Companion page is where you'll find that. So it's a really, really chock-a-block couple of days, and then also a really busy weekend coming your way. So that's going to be fantastic. This is the busiest week I can remember for a long time here on Crafters TV, Sara, isn't it?
There's always lots going on here, Joe. There's always lots going on.
Robin says she would love to be a team member. She's a little bit far away though. She's in Maryland. I think the commute would be quite a big undertaking. Betty says, if you're missing the heat, just come over to Texas. We've got plenty here. Maybe we could be tempted. I mean, pay my airfare, I'll go anyway. I say that all the time, Sara, about anything, That's all. It's really all it takes. Very busy on this Peek-a-Boo Christmas stamp and die collection. £41, $75 gets you 8 characters. It also gets you, remember as well, the arches too. So you get the square and the round arches, which allow you to create that aperture there. I can see you doing a bit of fussy cutting there, Sara.
Yes,
they are precision snips.
They are the little precision ones, and I thought, you know what, it'll only take me a second and I'll just cut it. We've got the die in the set for the top part of him, but I thought if I'm going to cut the bottom, I might as well just cut the whole thing. Right, let's have a look. So I'm going to pop this one on here, right? I'm going to pop him on there so that he's peeking in. So this is when you get the benefit, you see, of having used the die for the background piece. It's perfect. And then we've done our little bit of cutting for the front. So there's our little bear. Let's pop a little bit of acetate just in the back. Do you know, it's these boxes that I get asked about most with the Peek-a-Boo dies. It's the boxes that people want to know how to make. So hopefully that should have done the job and shown people how to do it. Here we go. So a little bit of acetate on here. And then with your boxes, Joe, you just plenty of tape on these corners because this is how it's going to stick together. So I use tape, but just because I'm using our tape pens. If you're not using our tape pens, then I need to tell you that you want to be using a wet glue. And that's not just me telling you need to have out tape pens, because actually the really frustrating thing at the moment is that we're out of stock of the tape pens. So we're all just eagerly awaiting the delivery of the tape pens coming in.
I'm down to 6 now in the bottom of my desk, Sara.
Oh dear. And we pinched 3 of them the other night.
Yeah.
So is that before we...
That's with the 3 that I've got. There is 6 in there. I've locked it now. I haven't locked it now though. I'll pop a couple on your desk in your office just in case. You can have a little emergency. Because if my emergency stash gets completely run down, at least you've got a second emergency stash then in your office as well.
Yeah, but it's no good if that's just... We've only got 3 in your emergency stash, Joe. It's sad times, isn't it? I'll probably be able to find a couple in the man drawers at home if I go and have a good look around, go and good rummage around. Right. There's my little design there, and then I think all it needs really, because you've got all these extra little bits and pieces, you can just mix them about. I've got have a jolly holly, and then we've got holiday. Have a jolly holly holiday.
Does anyone else want to burst out into Michael Bublé when you hear that sentiment on a Christmas card?
No, just you.
Christmas. I love a bit of Bublé at Christmas. He's like the go-to, isn't he?
There we go. That's a cute little box, isn't it?
It's beautiful. What would you be putting in that box?
What would I be putting in for Christmas? Now, I'm not going to say fudge because you're all thinking I'm going to say fudge. Maybe some nice Christmas-shaped cookies. Yeah, should we do some Christmas-shaped cookies? I think that would be nice. I think it looks lovely with that little bit of snow on the bottom as well, doesn't it? That's that was literally just using the sparkle pen.
Is that just a clear overlay?
Just a clear overlay, yeah.
Wow.
Really cute.
Right, really, really busy on this Christmas collection. What have I done? Where have I done it? Here we are. Right, what is the stock update on the Christmas collection? Quarter of the stock?
No way.
It's been in stock for like 12 minutes, 13 minutes maybe.
I understand now. When they said the stock had sold out before the show, I was thinking, that can't be right.
No.
But now I get it. You guys are loving the Peek-a-Boos.
Absolutely you are. So you're going to get the Santa, the elf, you're going to get Merry here. You're also getting the penguin, so popular, that penguin. You've got the Robin in there, and then you also have the mouse, and you've got the polar bear. Oh, I'm going to short you by one there. You've got the polar bear, and you've also got the snowman as well. So you get all of them, £41. Not only that, you also get the frame, so you get the square one and the rounder one in the window arches, which is fantastic, and that's going to allow you to complete a lot of those concepts that you've seen completed in the show. £41, $75 to get all of it. You save almost £25. You're saving just over $17.50 if you're in the US, so really, really great value there. Right, I need to remind you of the everyday ones, which are also busy. Now, there's one in here you can only get in, you can't get it individually anymore, and I'm just trying to remember which one it was. It is the penguin. Oh, it's the penguin in the Christmas, sorry. The penguin in the Christmas. Half the stock, however, the cat has sold out and gone, so you need to be quick for that one if you want it. You've got the cat, you've got the dog, you've got the elephant. Very, very busy on the elephant. You've also got the bear there. You've got the giraffe. And you've got the bunny in there as well. £29 or $41 if you want to get hold of those. Absolutely loads that you can do. This is the third masterclass on our Peek-a-Boo characters. So you think about when you get this home, you've got so much inspiration over on our website that you're going to be able to go and avail of. Talking about the website, if you pop yourself over there, you can watch a shop at the same time. Here's all the details. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. There, of course, of how you can watch the shop at the same time, which is fantastic. Right, we're mixing it up today. We're going rogue. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do the craft vault halfway through. I know, craft vault, of course, where you get all of the best deals. A really, really special craft vault today because it's all other brands. So some of the brands that we retail on our website, in our stores, we thought we'd bring some of those in for you. And what we've got here are some brands, maybe they're brands that you are not hugely familiar with. A lot of these brands, huge in the UK, maybe in the US, you don't know this so well. The first one we've got for you is 2J's Stamp Co. is what we're looking at first. And they've got these really, really lovely A6 collage stamps. They're called a collage stamp, of course, because there's loads going on in them. They're a collage of different designs all pushed together. Floral elements here, great for backgrounds, wonderful. You've got some little sentiment parts in here. Of course, you can mask these off, you can ink up bits, you can use them for great backgrounds as well. The other one in this collection I love, because you've got that apple there in the middle, and it's giving you all of that blank open space, which is fantastic. So you're going to absolutely love creating with those. There's loads that you're going to be able to do with them. $11.98 or $17.98 if you want to go for those ones. Right, we've also got some Clarity stamp for you on the show as well. Clarity stamp, huge brand here in the UK, and these are fantastic, well known for all of their stamps and their stamping techniques that they bring to us. This one here is your Hope Swirls, your Beauty and Hope Swirls. So that one there is Beauty, this one here is Hope Swirls. Great as well to build up things like frames, flourishes, corners, lots that you can do with these with something like our stamping platform. If you want to grab them, £15, $22.48 there is the price. Now, we're going to stick with Clarity, but we're not looking at stamps. We're actually looking at dies now. And this is fantastic. This is the unravelled twine. Now, if you love, this is one of their Aperture dies. If you love paper piecing, you are gonna love this, because what you've got is a really lovely big open space. Also think about doing things like your stained glass window technique through here as well if you want to. You can do that. Absolutely loads you can do. Great to use with the die cut element as a stencil if you wish as well. And you've got a Christmas one bundled together with this as well, which is your Noel. You've got that lovely sort of wall there, three-dimensional wall with your stockings hanging on there as well. Both of those coming together for you, $22.48 or $31.48 if you want to go for those. One more for you as well, another great stamp set. It is the Pink Ink Designs stamp sets that we've got here. These are really big and bold, these ones. So you've got the Proud Peacock, which is that one there, and you can see really lovely big focal image. Great as well to mask that off if you wanted to, re-stamp it and decoupage elements up. I think it would look great with a bit of dimension. You've got lots of little flourishes and embellishing stamps within there as well. And then this one is a tropical bird, as you can see here, and this one again, really lovely big bold striking image there, and your little embellishing images around there as well. $26.25 or $37.48 if you want to go for both of those, which is fantastic. So that is today's craft vault. Lovely to introduce some other brands to you occasionally as well here at Crafters TV. Very busy on that. Right, loads of people saying hi. Sally's saying, will the new pop-up box have a matching paper pad? Oh, I'm not sure. Was that double me then? That's all no one needs me in stereo, Sarah.
Check on the comments, Joe. So I thought, oh, I'll get you up on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I was trying to be a woman and multitasking, clearly. I'm handed enough.
What you like. Sherry says, really loving the tri-blends. A lot of love for the new configuration of the tri-blends in the comment, which is fantastic. Awesome. As well. So the power of technology, says Robin. She's got the test on the telly, which is always brilliant. Right, we're only halfway through. It's still a great chance for you to do a couple of things for me. I need you to send me in some pictures. I want to see what you've been making. Both of these collections have been out a little while now, and I'd love for you to send us some pictures. You can do that easily. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. That means your email will come directly through to us here in the studio, and we'll be able to share and show some of your pictures. So I'd love you to do that. What also I'd love you to do is, if you're on Facebook, get in the comments and let me know which one you want to see, which one is your favourite as well, because I'd love to share that with Sarah. If there's any technique that you've seen that hasn't been covered in the show, you think, oh, I don't know how that happens, I'd love Sarah to explain that for me, or maybe even show me, we can do that for you. That's what it's all about here at Crafters TV. It's this interaction that we're able to get. Right, Sarah, what's next? We're only halfway through, so many more exciting things to come.
Well, yeah, I need to know, are you warmed up? Are you guys warmed up? Because I'm warmed up. We've done the easy cards, right? So what have we done? We've done a nice simple where we just folded it over. We've found out how to do a very basic peek-a-boo. So how to do it with the archway shaping in the centre. And then we also did that lovely little box. So you've learned how to put it in the front of a box, right? That was the warm-up, Joe, right? Now we're going to go with a stepper card, to put it into a step, with an aperture as well. So stepper card and an aperture. And I'd planned just to do the little mouse, but I'm actually thinking what I might do is put some friends on for him. Why not? But before I do, I'm just going to show you all the Christmas samples, because we've looked at the everyday ones. We haven't had a chance to look at the Christmas. And I know there'll be people out there sitting thinking, do I just go with the multi-buy or do I go with the whole lot? So you need to see them all. There's the Santa Claus and the little bear. He's gorgeous, right? Z fold cards. This is what I'm going to be doing. Not the next demonstration, but the one after that. And again, you can get as many of these little characters on the Z fold as you want to. And I love how you can always, they work brilliant on a Z, you see, because you can see the back as well as the bits from the front of there as well. The deer. The deer. Do you know what, Joe? That doesn't have to be Christmas, does he not?
No.
But, you could give him a little red nose and he could be Rudolph.
Do you know what a female deer is called?
A doe.
Doe. A deer. It just reminds me of Sound of Music. Janet says she'd really like to see the reindeer demonstrated at some point in the show.
Oh, well, do you want to stick it? Should we put a reindeer on the next one?
Fabulous.
Yeah, maybe it's on the one. Do you know, we'll stick a few on. Let's get it play. The snowman. I quite like the idea of the snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I do want to build a snowman. Do you know how many times we've watched Frozen 2 this weekend?
I love the song as well. It's a bit high for me to sing though.
Yes. We try. Me and the two boys lie in bed nearly every morning watching Frozen at 6 o'clock in the morning, trying to hit those high notes. Right, he's the little jolly guy. There, I quite like the idea of this one at the front. Oh, actually, look at this card here. Well, it's got both of them on. So it's got one from the front. Oh, now, can we just take a moment and look how clever this is? Right, who's done this? Sandy, brilliant. Look at this. So she's got it so that you've got the front and the back, right? But then the age-old challenge is, well, where do you write? Oh, she's only done it as a three-way, hasn't she? So that you've still got somewhere to write inside the card.
That's amazing.
Yeah, do you know my Auntie Margaret always used to do that? Whenever she made cards, she always used to make sure there was somewhere where you could do your writing on them. She was kind of famous for it. You'd see her cards coming up in the pile and you'd be like, yep, it's one of Auntie Margaret's. That's one that I did on a... I think I did this design on one of my, masterclasses. This is another one of Sandy's.
Oh, I love this one.
Oh, my life. Right, so you know that hunky-dory kit where I was showing you how to do it with the
Frosty
pennies?
Friends one?
Yes. Now, hang on, there's no good you looking up close because I'm going to have to look at it. So we're just going to go, yay, and then they're all spinning round except you can't see. Maybe if you're overhead... Right, here we go. Stop getting stuck on each other. Right. And they're chasing each other around on the way to Santa's Workshop. That makes me think of when we went to Lapland last year and their little reindeers in Santa's Workshop.
Bet it was magical,
through the forest. Oh, it was brilliant. I love this one. My life. This one is fabulous. Again, with the little deer peeping out. But then also the Santa Claus on as well. That is fantastic. What a brilliant idea. And then I showed you this one before, but I think it's quite clever, where you've got just a different shaped card and you've got the little designs poking out there on the side. Some lovely designs. And do you know what? There's even more. If you go onto Pinterest, we've got loads of ideas on our Pinterest.
I think we've got a ghost.
We've got loads of ideas on our Pinterest board. So this is the great thing, you see, you buy these designs. Yes, you can come back and watch me teach you how to do them. But once you've got the gist and you just want ideas, go on the Pinterest board and there's loads of ideas. Right, here we go. So what we're going to do is let's show you it. I'm going to show you how to do a stepper card, which has the design on the step and also an aperture. How gorgeous is that?
Debbie Holiday also said as well, she might like to understand how you get the characters on the side, like peeking across rather than peeking up.
I will endeavour to get you one of those done as
Wonderful.
well. Not a problem. Basically, you do it separate and stick it on. But I can show you it, right? Right, here we go. So, I've got these. I find for some reason, if you're doing the apertures, 5x5 is a lovely size, right? So what I've done is, I've done a card, 5x5, and then I've added another 2 inches on the bottom so that I've drawn the pencil line in here, not put the score line in. So that what we can do is, this is the front of our card and then this is the step. So on the step, I'm going to do the little mouse first. So here we go. You take the design out and we've got the little mouse and I'm just going to put him on here. Little bit of tape. So just a tiny little bit. And I'm actually going to try and take some of the stick off. And we'll cut him out first. So first one we're going to do is that little mouse, and I'm going to pop him on here. And actually I can pop it through and rewind it because it's only a little bit, but it is only 10 seconds. So maybe I'll just let it go all the way through and just lift it out the back. So that's the mouse on the back bit. And then some of the sentiments on here are lovely. Look at these. So Love, you've got warmest Christmas, from our house to yours, but it's not Christmas look, it's Christmas. You see, so we can do Christmas wishes to you. I'm going to use that one. Right, there's my little design on there. So there is my little fella. Oh, man alive. I tell you what, there's just too much pressure in that Gemini, isn't there? I never thought you'd hear me complain about too much pressure. Right, so we're going to use the archways. Now, the archways already come in your Christmas kit. So if you're going for the Christmas kit, which it sounds like most people are, you've already got the mouse.
I should let you know, Sarah, a third of the stock of the Christmas collection has now sold out as well. A third already. I don't know whether we're going to... I mean, I think we might have enough just to last to the end of the show.
But if you're
watching this back afterwards... definitely check the website for the stock situation because, yeah, it's touch and go whether it will last this show, let alone anyone that's watching it back at a later date.
Right, here we go. So I'm going to put my little mouse in there for the wishes. So, and then actually, I was thinking, should we put another character on there as well?
Oh, yeah, a double one?
Should we do it a bit of a doubler, right?
Yeah.
I tell you what I got out. I got the penguin out. Should we do the penguin?
Yes, I think that's people's favourites.
Yes.
From the little straw poll we've done in the comments on Facebook, that seems to be the one that people are absolutely
Is that right? Let's stamp a little penguin then. Even if we just do the front. Well, I'll stamp the front and the back of him so you can see. So we've got the mouse and then he can have his little penguin friend just sticking down there. So we've got all that lined up just like you saw me do before. I'm going to line these up here. Will all that fit into one? Yes, it will. Top plates on there, and through we go.
Evelyn's saying, I wish you had a library of all the sample cards somewhere on the website. Well, do you know what? You can watch all of the shows back. So a lot of people tend to do now is note when they bought something, note the time of the show, when the product arrives, write the date the show was on the side of the product, so you'll always be able to find it, because all of our shows lives pretty much forever over on our website. Also, make sure you follow all of our social media. We share so many pictures of all the projects that the design teams have made over on Facebook and Instagram, Pinterest and all those other places. Definitely check those out as well.
We do, and everything lives on Pinterest. So you can go back at any point and have a little look on Pinterest and you'll see all of the designs. Now, it doesn't matter that I'm tearing the card in the middle because this is the bit that's coming away. And can you see, just up close here, all I've got to do is join these last little bits up and they will literally, I mean, it takes seconds, and then that whole thing just lifts out. And then what we do is you bring your scoreboard in so that then the rest of the scoring on the stepper card. So this is just like what we did first of all. We're going to score up to the first line and then in between the first line and the second one and then out from the second one. So we've done all of our scoring on there and then that just does a little mountain fold. We've got our valley there. So we're going to have the little mouse and then we just need to stamp all the pieces on. So if we do the mouse first, I'm going to have him peeking over the front. So I'm going to put the front bit of the mouse as it peeks up on there. And again, if you're going to colour them in with your alcohol pens, you must use your alcohol ink pen ink pad. Otherwise, it's all going to bleed and not going to work very, very well. So let's have a look. We'll stamp the little mouse on there. And then if you want to get it perfect, you see, we could also stamp the little mouse on the back of here. I mean, you're not going to see him, but why wouldn't you? Because, you know, someone who, if you were to receive this card, you would think it was pretty awesome, wouldn't you? And you're bound to turn it over and have a little look on the back. So it just helps you, just means you can get it absolutely perfect. Then I'm going to go with the back of the little Christmas mouse. And then we can also stamp his little mate, the penguin, on there as well. Oh, and by the way, all the packaging, keep all of your packaging, because the packaging's the best way for you to kind of keep everything organised. Here we go. So
that's brilliant that you can get it all nicely stored away as well. Mariah's says, I just realised since I often buy during shows, I can check my orders on the CC site to figure out when the show aired. Great way of doing it, Mariah. That is always a good way to go. I know that this has been asked before, but can't remember. What is the best paper to use with tri-blends, Sarah? Asked Diane.
Best paper to use with the tri-blends. So your alcohol pen cardstock or Nina cardstock. Go and have a little look on the website, Nina cardstock. That's perfect. Get one of them added into your basket. They're only $3.99 a pack. So here we go. Right, so we'll have his little friend peeking through as well, so we can have the back of the penguin on here. There we go. And they just stamp on. And then again, there's the back of the penguin. Absolutely perfect. If you want to do the front of the penguin, we can just take the little front here and add this on there as well.
Wonderful. Very, very busy on that big collection, Sarah. Remember, of course, you're getting 8 of the characters. You're also getting the window arches included as well with that. So that arch, you've got the square one that Sarah's just used on that project there, and then you also have the more rounded one. So great to have both of those. They just look so playful, don't they? I think that's the thing. They've got so much character to their little faces, which is wonderful.
Oh, the illustrator that worked on these, Vicky, she's very, very talented, and I absolutely love what she's done with these. So, yes, we're very lucky to have such a fantastic team working on them, Joe. What can I say?
Now
Right,
we're going to lose Sarah into a colouring coma is where Sarah is going to go. Do remember as well, if you want to go for the tri-blends, they are available on the show for you, which is fantastic, and they're in that new 6-piece configuration, so definitely check the website for those. You'll find them all over there, $17.99 or $26.95 if you want to go for them. They're put together in packages which allow you to create a project. So rather than having to get lots and lots of colours, you can get 6 pens that all work together beautifully. Remember, in this collection that's on your screen at the moment, you're getting all 8 of the characters, which is fantastic. So you're going to get the snowman in here. You're also going to get, of course, the bear, which is fantastic. You've got the mouse in there. You're going to get the robin, the penguin, the reindeer, the elf, and you've got the Santa in there as well. You get all 8 of them and then all the windows, but it is really, really busy. Lots of you going for those. Santa is in the lead individually. He's taken over the reindeer. Well, that doesn't sound right, does it? It sounds like he's had some sort of accident with his sleigh there. Lots of are all of the sample cards on Pinterest? It takes too much time to watch every show. They are. They're all there on Pinterest. So definitely make sure you go across there. Make sure you find Crafter's Companion, and you'll be able to keep up with all of the wonderful inspiration that's over there for you. So adorable, the 2 characters on the card together, says Janet. Rochelle says when she has ordered the product, the other great thing about watching the shows back later is you can whiz through them, rewind, pause, fast forward and get to the bit you want to watch, and also watch bits back, which is really, really important. You're completely free to do that. And the website really is the place to be. Whilst it's great to comment along on Facebook, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, that all happens over on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, of course, depending on where you are. This is only our first show today as well. Don't forget, there's a whole, well, it's not any old show later. It is an amazing show. It's our 3-hour Sara Cartload show for you as well. Remember as well, get any pictures that you want to send us in. I'd love to see what you've been making with these creatures. So you can send them to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. I'm hearing we've got loads that we're going to share with you shortly. So keep those coming in. And anything you want to see that you haven't seen so far in the show, definitely now. We've still got 45 minutes left on this masterclass. So you can get that into me over on Facebook. Sonia, Snoozy Sonia, okay, Joe, got my Christmas collection all checked out. I can't wait to see what you make with these. Dawn says, I've got the Christmas Peek-a-Boo. Sometimes when I colour them, it bleeds through. Sarah did cover this earlier. What you can do is stamp it out and then cut a... Oh, yes, exactly like that there.
Yeah, exactly like that. So basically, I'm using the tri-blends, which are a permanent alcohol-based ink. If you have that... I've just used the light one there. If you have... this same issue, then all you need to make sure you do is that you, like you say, as Joe was saying, cut a separate one out and then stick that over the top, and then you won't see any of it.
Fantastic, always great to know. Hannah says, I'm going to prime my hubby to see if he wants to get these for me. I also need a new die cutting machine. If you need a new die cutting machine, honestly, get yourself to tonight's Cartload show. If you want £50 or $70 worth of freebies, I've said too much already. You need to get yourself on tonight's Cartload show. You might even be able to go and have a little sneaky peek over on the website right now at what is coming up in that show. It's going to be a very, very special one. There's going to be mystery bags. There's going to be lucky dips. There's going to be a whole host of brilliant bits coming your way in that one. I love the way you've coloured these hours. I love that little hat that the mouse has got. It's super cute, isn't it?
Oh, it's really nice. And I've decided I'm going to do the little wishes to match that hat. And I'm even gonna blend the reds on my wishes here. So this is how awesome we can go. We need
Any tips for blending in a really small area? Because I find with the tri-blends, I'm good when it's a big area and I'm blending from one to the other in a big area. But what about when you've got a smaller area like this?
Yeah, you're just practicing. Literally just going over. So can you see there? I've just used the tiniest little bit. Just use less of your dark, basically. Is what you're going to do. You're going to use less of the dark one, essentially. And do you know, if you put too much down, you can always go over it with the lightest one, because that will do, going over with the lightest one will bleach out more. So there we go. I've got that lovely ombre. I don't even know if you can tell from there, but it's giving that lovely ombre. And again, if I've just missed any bits, you can just pop in there, and it's easy to pull them together. Now, that is there's my little penguin on there as well. All I'm going to do is I've just got a few little bits, and I'm literally just going to stick the rest of the card together, Joe.
Fantastic. It's looking absolutely beautiful. Some people saying if you've got like marks on your plate, Sarah,
yes,
and it's marking your cardstock, any tips to stop that happening?
Yes. So if you get some marks on your plates and you want to get them off, go and, you know the trick I've been talking about in the boiling water?
Yep.
Go and put the plates in the boiling water, and what it's going to do is that will then it'll smooth out all of the little kinks and creases, right?
Okay.
But then if in doubt, I'll sometimes just stick an extra piece of paper through. Just use a piece of copy of paper on the edge, and it still works, an absolute treat.
Fantastic. And that'll just absorb any indentations, will it, on the plate?
That's going to take them onto there. Yep, no problem at all.
Fantastic. Lots of you still commenting away. Loads of you are talking about the tri-blends. And Monica says, tri-blends really take the guessing out of what colour do I
Yes,
they read it.
yes,
Even I
that's
can
what
colour
I
with
find.
the tri-blends. So if I can do it, really, I mean, anyone can do it.
It's the fact that it takes the guessing out. But then, like, for example, my little lad, my 6-year-old, right? He was doing loads of colouring in, right? And I want to progress him on to the next stage. Look, we've got Chris Mouse wishes to you down here. Isn't that cute? I wanted to progress him on to the next stage, but to try and explain to a 6-year-old how you do all of the, what different ones. Whereas if I just say to him, one pen, light, medium and dark, start with the dark, blend to the light. Now a 6-year-old has been able to advance his colouring in, do blended colouring in. He doesn't do regular colouring in anymore. Oh no, my Oliver, proud mum moment, my Oliver, it's all about the blend, all about the 3D colouring. But that's what you can do when you've got, as someone said, takes the thinking out of it for you. I mean, how awesome does that little 3D mouse look? I mean, why would you colour a flat mouse or a flat penguin when you can have him looking around? Penguins aren't flat in real life. Mouse are little chubby things. You can achieve all of that with the tri-blend pens. So that's how you do the stepper card that also has an aperture in, right?
Debbie
So that was
Holiday's,
the first of my advanced demos.
Debbie Holiday's asking about measurements on that card, Sarah.
Right, so this was, right, it's a 5-inch base. So we've gone, it's 5 inches wide, and then we've done 5-inch score line. 5-inch score line, and then I left another 2 inches. So the base card was 12 inches long by 5 inches wide.
Perfect.
And I put this score line in here, and then this one I just marked in pencil, remember. Right, so if you want to do that exact card, 12 by 5, and you're going to put the score line at 5, then 10, then you're going to mark a little line at 11. So there we go. So that's the next one. Should I get ready for the Z fold?
Oh, yes.
I'll get ready for the Z fold.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Sarah show without a Z fold, would it?
It certainly wouldn't be a Sarah Edgeable show without the Z fold.
It's your signature. It's your signature card, Sarah, for sure. Approaching 40% of the Christmas collection has now sold out and gone. It is super, super busy. £41, $75 if you want to get hold of these. You've got the Santa in here. You've also got the elf. You then have the reindeer there. This one is the Christmas. You've got Jolly. You've got Wishes, which is your... Jolly was your Robin there. You've got the mouse there. You've got the bear and also the snowman as well. Remember as well, you're also going to get those window arches included. These should be $9.99 or $12.99 when bought individually. So great, take that off the price there. I mean, you've got a really, really fantastic deal considering you've got 8 different characters there within that Christmas collection, which is brilliant. Not just all about the Christmas though. We also, of course, have the everyday collection for you as well. These are very, very busy. This is where we started the show. These were the original ones, really. In here, you've got the cat. Now, I know the cat's very, very busy individually. So if you want that, they are on a 2 for £11 or $17 if you want to get them like that. You've got the dog. What's great about these at 9, you've got the stamp for the concept. You also got all the stamps that you need to enable you to create a full project, which is brilliant. The elephant there, you've got the bear, the giraffe, and then also you've got the bunny in there as well, which is absolutely fantastic. All of those, great price on those, £29 as well. If you don't already have it, the window arches, you will have to go for the window arches separately. I can see though that a lot of people are ordering the everyday and the Christmas ones together. Of course, the Christmas ones, you've got the arch in there too. Now, lots of you have been sending in pictures, which we absolutely adore. So let's have a look. Right, who sent this one in? Jean Marie has sent that one in. I love that. I love it with the Christmas lights that you've got just there. Oh, another one coming in here. This one is from Cynthia. I said there's the owl there. Really great on printed paper. Don't think to maybe use it so much on printed card. This one's also from Cynthia here as well. As you can see, that's that mouse on a twisted easel. That's the over the edge one that she's done there, which I love. Graham has sent us in this one here. This is got the giraffe and the elephant on. Loving that from the front and the back. Really, really beautiful card. Annette has sent us this one in. Oh, Janet has sent us this one in. It's our exploding box, which is fantastic. Pop-up boxes. If you want more pop-up boxes, join us on Friday. Jenny sent us in this one. I love this one here. You can see you've got the elephant, the giraffe. You've got the bear there as well. Really nice. Sarah Lewis sent the next one in. This is a really cute Father's Day card. I love you guys using multiples of all these characters as well. I think it's such a really great way to use them. And it's something that you can do when you're going for the whole collection. Sandra has sent us in this one here as well. Is that a lion or a tiger in the background there? I can see. There's a lot of animal print going on there, and I'm here for it, is what I can tell you. That is a really, really beautiful card. That you've got just there. Very, very busy. I can see a lot of you have got both collections sat in your basket. No doubt waiting for an opportunity to check out. So I'm going to give you that opportunity right now. Remember, all of these great prices that we bring you here at Crafters TV, you can still use your Club Inspired discount on top of that as well. If you're not familiar with the club, here's Sarah to take you through all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
all the details there, of course, of Club Inspire, which is fantastic. Loads of you commenting away. Diane says, Sara is so good at the colouring with the tri-blends. I hope to be that good someday. It's just a little bit of practice. And I mean, the great thing is with those tri-blends, all the colours are worked out for you, which I think with other alcohol marker systems is where a lot of people maybe come a cropper a lot of the time. So cute. Love the card, y'all, says Sonia. Tri-blend take the guessing out of what colour I need. Loads of love for that card as well that you just made, Sara. Totally adorable, says Barbie. Just having an idea going around in my head. I love it when you guys come up with ideas. Anna Marie says, just having this idea going around my head, using the Santa Peek-a-Boo, have a few fireplace dies stamps, using them in conjunction with Santa, having Santa either
down the chimney,
peeking out the fireplace, or using the front, or using the back, having his feet dangling down. You can have him like upside down, coming out of the chimney.
Oh, my life. Oh, Joe, we've got that dimensional die that does the fireplace inside your card.
Oh, yes.
With Santa... Right, okay. Who had that idea?
That was Anna Marie had that idea.
Right, Anna Marie, your challenge is to go and do that card. Go and see if you can work that out and send us a picture.
Yes, please.
We'd love to show that on one of the shows. That sounds brilliant.
Very, very busy still on both the Christmas collection and the Everyday collection as well.
Which one's in the lead?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's the Christmas ones that are in the lead. But I am a bit worried that we might sell out of the Christmas one. So maybe we need to come off the Christmas one for a little bit. I just don't want people to miss out, Sara. That's the thing. We've got to save a little bit of stock for those people that watch back later, but that's really not going to happen, is it?
No, and it's a little bit of a worry because the thing is, that when it's a new launch, we generally have plenty of stock, so it's not a worry. Well, this has been out a few weeks now, so you're starting to get into some kind of stock problems, and whilst we've got more on order, you could be talking months. For those of you that want to get your Christmas card sorted, if you can only go for one, get the Christmas one, because the Christmas ones, again, you need to get your Christmas cards being sorted. Having said that, you're going to use the everyday a lot. Oh, I wouldn't like to be in that situation.
I think you just need to get them all. There's a place for all of them. And you can have your Christmas animals. You know, it's Christmas everywhere. So you can have your Christmas ones, you know, with your giraffes, you know, trotting along in Africa somewhere.
Yep. Of course you could. They're going to work lovely. Right, we're going to do a Z-fold card, but I'm going to do it slightly different measurements to what I normally do, right? So I've got a piece of A4 cardstock here, but I've cut it down to 10.5 inches wide, right? So I've gone 10.5 inches wide, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to score, whereas I normally score it like a quarter of the way and half of the way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and score, and I'm going to score at 5.5. 5.5, here we go, and I'm going to score it 7.5. 5.5 and 7.5, right? So that you've got a completely different fold. So let me just show you this here, right? There's my 5.5, there's my 7.5, and then when I fold this over, can you see? It doesn't line, but it's still your Z fold in it, right? That's what you need, but it's going to make a wider card. Can you see it doesn't fold in half or anything? It's a completely different way. But still, Z card still works in the same way. So I'll cut this to, let's have a look. I think I did plan one. I'm not quite sure what I planned for it to be. I think I planned it at about 5 inches wide. Yeah, that sounds about nice size, nice length card. If my mats and layers don't fit, don't hold it against me as long as I can show you the concept. Oh, look at that. I should have maybe folded that in half before we did it. But there we go. That doesn't, the same sort of concept as before, but look what happens now when I fold this one over and you stick the two sides, your Z in the middle still works in the same way, but you get a longer piece at the front. So you get a longer piece at the front, less on your return. Yep, makes sense? So that makes sense. Let's go and put my little bunny in there now. So that's going to be the background piece. And we're going to put our little bunny in the front. So I want him peeking forward. This is my Z fold card here. I want him peeking forward over here. And then maybe he's peeking through over there. So here we go. Got the bunny one, and I'm going to take my little bunny ears and I'm going to pop it down here. So it's completely up to you where you want to have it. If I put it quite near the top, I'm not marking on it with a pencil mark because we'll just cut away whatever it is we don't use. So
Diane's asking me not to forget about Betsy. Sorry, says don't forget your giraffe story. I'll do it before the end of the show. I promise. I feel like I've really built it up now, and it's really very uninteresting, Sara. So
it better be good.
not really.
We went to feed to my sister for Oliver's birthday Christmas present last year. Instead of buying him something, she bought him an experience.
Lovely.
So she paid for him to go and feed the giraffes.
Oh, so that's what my story is about, feeding the giraffes.
Oh.
We went down to Port Lympne, which is down in Kent. It's like literally about 9 hours drive from here. It's like the completely opposite. You couldn't get any further away, really. But there was baby giraffes down. I fed a baby giraffe, which was so cool. But
cute.
also, giraffes have got like separate compartments in their stomachs. You know, like we joke about having like a separate dessert stomach.
Yes.
Well, giraffes have actually got loads of different compartments, and they can chew on their food, and they chew it into a little ball, and then they send it down their neck. You know, like when the women put the notes in the till at Tesco's, and it shoots up into the sky to go to the office. Exactly like that. They like do a big swallow, and it goes down, and they can put it in like one of their compartments, and then a little bit later, if they think, oh, that panini was lovely, like I had for lunch today, they're like, goo goo, and you see it come all the way back, and then have a little bit of more chew on it, and then send it back down again. Imagine that. Just like I had a really lovely chili con carne last night. Maybe I could just recall it, have a little bit of a chew on it, and send it back. I mean, we'd find dieting pretty easy then, I think.
I'm sure you've told me that story before. Now
I think I might have done, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the markings on my glass mat here so that I can do a very, very nice straight line, right? So I'm keeping this nice and straight. I'm going to join up my 2 bunnies, right? And then I'm going to cut away the rest of this. So that comes away there. And then I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to cut away up to this section. And then all of this part here should just all, come on, I haven't quite got you right through, have I not? There we go. All comes away so that you get left with just your 2 little bunny heads sticking up. So one can be the front of my bunny, one can be the back of the bunny. So, and it just, can I show you this on the card then? This is what I mean, you see. So one's going to be looking, and it's just quite coming over the edge a little bit of the Z fold, and then one we've got the full-on front little looking part of the bunny. So is that the right thing to say? The front.
Christine thinks it's gross. I think it's quite fabulous, the giraffe thing. I mean, how great is that? And Rosalind says she saw it on Safari Live with the giraffe, so it definitely must be a thing. I love that you guys fact check me sometimes as well. I really do need that, because I do come up. I mean, I feel like sometimes you have a story, you get told something. Every time you tell a story, sometimes it gets a little bit more elaborate, doesn't it? And it's all with best intentions sometimes, I think. But I think you just remember it differently in your head after a while if you tell it too many times.
But it's not going to happen with our lot here. They're going to keep a full-on check on you.
They really do, which is good. I need that.
Right, so you see, I'm just showing you because I want you to see how you can stamp the back of the bunny as well as the front of the bunny. Right, and it's the same if you want to stamp where we've got the front of him. I'm going to stamp the back of him on here as well. And it's all just going to line up lovely.
We definitely did have this conversation before, because now Sally's telling me about cows and their stomachs. They've got 4, and they call it chewing the cud is what it's called.
Chewing the cud, right.
Yes, we've definitely had this conversation before.
So I know that saying, chewing the cud.
Yeah.
In fact, I've used that several times.
Is that like mulling it over? Is
mulling
that what it means?
over, chewing the cud. Yeah, mulling it over. So, perfect. Right, let's have a little look, Joe. I'm going to get some tri-blends out, and I'm going to go and do a bit of colouring.
Massive congratulations to Jenny as well. Jenny, she said, very excited to see one of my cards shown. What a week I've had. She had her last chemo session on Tuesday, and she had her all clear MRI yesterday. And now I pick
fabulous.
on Crafters TV. What more could I ask for? Sending you loads of love. So pleased for you, Jenny. That's such amazing news. It's so good to hear that. Mariah says, Sara Joe, thanks for having me on yesterday. Jason, who's bought me the mega bundle, is watching the show with me now. If you want to say hi. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Boyfriend of the Year award, Jason, I think will be coming your way soon. We have a lot of, what are we calling them? Enabling husbands and partners and boyfriends. I think we need to definitely work on some sort of husband/boyfriend/partner appreciation sort of event we could do. James says, can't wait for that HSN preview. Yes, tomorrow, James, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you're here for that. Rose sent me the most obscure message. Joe will be an old man rocking on a chair in his porch, and it will be a pack of giraffes, and they will all be eating. That's what she said. I'm not really sure what that means. Next, joining us from Belgium. Did you know that the zebra is a chosen mascot for patients? Oh, interesting. You look good in zebra print, is what she's saying, basically. We should get one of those guys on a showcase craft. Yeah, I think we definitely should. Robin, great idea. Send Jenny a card, says Sally. Oh, I love the idea of you guys all sending each other cards in the comments. That is super, super lovely. Very, very busy on the Stampin' Dies. This is the everyday one. Remember, you get 6 in this collection, which is brilliant. And very, very busy also on those tri-blends as well. If you're going for the everydays, you may well want to go for the arches as well. The details for those are along the bottom of the screen at the moment. A lot of people asking in the comments why it's called a Z fold.
Why it's called a Z
Or
fold?
is it called a Z fold in the States?
Yeah, see? There we go. Z.
It's like a Z.
Do you know what I've just remembered, Joe? Silly me. I forgot to do me bunny. I forgot to stamp bunny. So my sentiment's not going to work. You're cute as a bunny. Don't worry though. Here we go. Here's the one I prepared earlier. Just in case. There we go. So can you see I did exactly the same, done the colouring there, but I've done the word bunny on it as well, right? So you've got your bunny. Oh, I'm going to have to put your background card, right? Got my bunny. Got me card. So that's going to go onto the front of that card there perfectly. And then all I'm going to do is me matting and layering.
Fantastic. It looks beautiful. I love that paper that you've chosen there, Sarah, as well.
The cloud one. Do you know this was one of the background designs out of one of the major gardens?
Is that double-sided? Yeah, double-sided papers. I love the clouds. I think they're so, so cute.
And they look nice with a little bit of inking around the outside, don't they?
Oh, nice. Yes, they really, really do. Very, very busy as we move towards the end of the show. Loads of people sending congratulations to Jenny in the comments, which is really, really lovely.
Oh, I'm really pleased. I'm absolutely thrilled for you.
Yeah,
really
great news. Remember as well, 3-hour cartload coming your way a little bit later today. A big announcement as well. The big reveal. I feel like we need to have like the voice style chairs, like and then like turn around and reveal. Do you reckon we could work on that with some office chairs from over in the office and then just put some sound effects over it? I think that would be absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, tomorrow is another big day here on Crafters TV. The biggest day, some might say, because you've got a fantastic Colour Me Happy show in the morning. You've then got the Craft House, which is a launch craft house. Very, very special one, myself and Craig. And then you've also got that HSM preview a little bit later in the day as well. 2 p.m. Till 5 p.m. over on the East Coast, which is fantastic. It really, really is a busy, busy week. And then the weekend, of course, Best Of will be here on Saturday. And then Second Chance Sunday will also be here on Sunday as well. So absolutely loads to shop for all week, which is fantastic. It's so cutesy. Now you've added the paper. I love them on their own, so when you add the pattern papers in, it's like it really elevates it, doesn't it?
Just brings it up a level. And you always, my big tip is you always want to be, just want to make sure I don't put too much tape on this. There we go, yep. What was I going to say, Joe, before I was thinking about that? Yes. Colouring in the bit that sticks out. That's what I was going to say. It looks so much better when you put that little bit of colour. So in this one, again, I just used one of the sparkle pens to colour in that bunny. And so you've got the bunny nicely coloured. The reason this one's plain is because what I've done is I've done a one cut out, because can you see it's going to stick over top of the patterned paper. So it kind of needs to stick over that patterned. It's no good having the design in the background. You need to stick it over the top and then it stands there. I do a lot of them matted and laid over the top though. I think it looks really clever. The clever bit is the cutting out. And actually, if you want to be able to see
tail?
Little bunny at the back. Oh yeah, he's got a little 3D
What have you put on there? A little pom-pom?
A little pom-pom on the back.
Love a pom-pom.
Yeah. Should we put a little one on the back of him there as well, where we've got him facing frontwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't leave him with his bare bottom out.
So we'll have him on there. There. He looks super cute. Super cute, and you know what? People might not see that bit there, but it still looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks amazing.
And Bunny, because I've done the sentiment, you're cute as a, it's on the floor.
A rabbit.
You're cute as a bunny. So,
I was driving home yesterday and there was a tiny little baby rabbit on the side of the road, and I was like, oh, please go the other way, and he did. He hopped back through the hedgerow, which is brilliant. So
we have loads running around our estate. It's so cute. Love
are
a cool,
adorable.
cute bunny. Oh, do you think if I push, I've got time to do one last one? Do you think I should do the giraffe that I said
think
we'd
you
do?
should.
Yeah,
I think
even
you
though you've
should.
told us your story. Yeah.
Producer Johnny's like, Joe's got a good story about. Oh no, they did
We've
it
had that.
already.
We've
And
had
it wasn't.
that.
It wasn't that great anyway. Is what he said. Anyone else got any more stories of giraffes? I'd love to. Do you know there's a giraffe hotel in Kenya called Giraffe Manor, Sara, and the dining room is upstairs, and they have all the windows open, and basically you eat your breakfast, and then like the giraffes like pop their head through the hotel windows and like say hello to you, and you can like feed them a banana while you're having your breakfast. It looks incredible. It really, really does. Yeah, I'd love to go there one day. Right, I need to do some work and remind you of all of the characters that you're going to be able to grab in today's show. The cat, always very, very busy whenever we bring that to you. And remember, it's all about making the inside as fun as the outside of your card as well. So you get the stamp and the die to put the concept and the sentiment is in, and then you get all of the extra embellishing sentiment stamps to create and customise something brilliant for you. You've then got the dog in here, you have the elephant, you've got the bear, there is the giraffe, and you've also then got the bunny in there as well. So that is your everyday characters, £29 or $41 if you want to go for those. You might want to go as well for the arches. Details across the bottom of your screen just there. You've got the squarer one and the rounder one, $9.99 or $12.99 individually. You need to go for it in addition with the everydays. With the Christmas ones, it is included with the Christmas ones.
Oh, that's made our mind up. We just need to get both in, Joe.
You just need to get both, yeah, absolutely. If you get both, you've got all of the arches that you need as well. So in here, really comprehensive collection, this one. You've got Santa in here, you've got the elf in there as well. Oh, he's got his little list there. I didn't see that before. How cute. You've got the elf. You also have the reindeer. You've got the penguin in there. There is the robin. You've got the mouse, the bear, and also the snowman as well. All of those. And the arches, of course, come included with that one. £41 or $75. Almost half the stock of that one has sold out and gone. If you're watching this back at a later date, you know, a bit later this evening or tomorrow, definitely check the website to find out what the stock situation is live currently at the moment. Right, I'm going to hand straight back to Sara because I know she's got another demonstration she wants to squeeze in, which is fantastic. Which one are you going to show us next, Sara?
Yes, I'm going to show you how to do your little dome front cards. So they're really, really simple to do. And again, we're going to do the same thing in terms of putting the little character in the front. But can you see, they're three-dimensional on the front. So to do one of these, what you need to do is your base piece of card, Joe. So I've done mine to 4.5 by 5. But the front piece, let's get me the exact right size for you, is 5.5. So it's 5.5, but then I've allowed an extra ½ an inch on either side. So it's actually 6.5, score down the ½ an inch, score down the ½ an inch. So can you see, if I fold over, you can see how the front piece is around about ½ an inch bigger than the back piece. So that when this wraps around, you want a little bit of a bow, but not too much. So that's going to give you the perfect size bow, okay?
Fantastic.
So here we go. I'm going to take my, I'm going to do the rounded archway. So we'll pop the rounded archway on the front. And I'm going to do rounded archway, and then I'm going to do my wild and my little giraffe. Now I know I've stuck with all of the same designs as what come in the kit, but so for example, I've used wild with the giraffe. However, they are all interchangeable. So if you wanted to get your bunny set out and use bunny with the giraffe, you're more than welcome to. No, that doesn't quite work. But for example, the baby one, we had the sentiment for baby. You might want to do a nice giraffe card, but with the baby sentiment, so make it about a new baby. You could absolutely do that. Right, wonderful. Here we go. So wild goes in there, look. And you just make sure that these don't cross, but they are just slightly right up against each other. And then the same with the little giraffe. We're going to just squeeze them in, and you see the archways are all designed to work perfectly together, so that is then going to line up again against that. There we go. And then we can hold all of those in place as well. So everything's lined up and just spot on. And actually, just to be on the safe side, because you don't want your dice going over top of each other, I think I'll just pop an extra little
Robin
bit of tape on
says
there.
she would love to stay at the Giraffe Hotel. That is going on her bucket list, she says. Janko said she got to watch a giraffe have a baby at their local zoo.
Oh, wow.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Rochelle saying she's fed a giraffe before at Busch Gardens, which is fantastic. And Ruth saying hello from New Zealand as well. A lot of love for giraffes. Giraffes, one of those things. Have you ever seen a giraffe run, Sarah?
Yes, I have actually.
They look like they're
only
in slow motion, don't they?
Not in real life,
No.
just on the
Only
like
on the telly.
So here we go. Right, lift that off. Lift this. And the thing is, what I'm hoping those of you that have been watching the whole show are getting the hang of is that every one of these is exactly the same technique we're doing every time. We're just changing out the little character that we're using. And so the thing is, every design I've shown you, and this is my third masterclass on these, you can go back and watch any of the other shows where I'm teaching you how to do all. We've done different cards every time, but I think how brilliant that you've got all those techniques now. So you buy one set of dice today, 29 quid, they're $41 or whatever, and you can go back and watch 6 hours of masterclass demonstrations on them. Can't be bad.
No, absolutely. You get all of that content completely free of charge. Just Snooze You Lose Sonia's had a bit of a disaster story, but it's one of those disaster stories, you know, when it like makes you chuckle a little bit, and I'm sure it's quite a funny story that they look back on now. It sounds really. Do you want to hear it, Sarah?
Come on, you're going to have to tell us now. We can't get that far.
Sonia says, Joe, my hubby took our 4 children to a place where you drive through and feed the animals. We have them here in the UK as well. My children were traumatised because a goat-type animal attacked my new car. And then the ostriches started to try and come through the window, grabbing the food bags that the theme park had given us. You would not believe how shocked I was when my 4 children came home traumatised, never wanting to feed animals again.
Oh dear.
If you look at, there's some very, I'm not going to go into any detail because I'll get the sack, but there's some very funny videos on YouTube. If you go to, you know, where people have gone to those sort of drive-through safari parks, and some of the funniest things happen there. Go and check it out online. Ash is saying she loves watching the giraffes at the Cotswold Wildlife Park, which is very close to them as well. April the giraffe is famous online for having her young online so everyone can watch. It's unbelievable. Oh, turns out, what's it called when people are into animals? Is there a term? What is
I would
it?
just call them animal lovers.
Yeah, animal, but there must be a term. You know, like people that like birds are twitchers, aren't they? And people that love plants are horticulturalists.
Horticulturalists.
So what are you if you really like, you know, African safari animals? Let me know in the comments. It's a wealth. We find out a wealth of information. Hannah was meant to have go and see giraffes on safari in Africa for her honeymoon, but 2 weeks after her wedding, she found out she was pregnant. So she didn't go. Maybe one day. Maybe you'll get there for your 10th wedding anniversary or something like that.
One day, absolutely. Right, all I'm doing is colouring this in black again because I want this to stand out, Joe. So can you see much easier to just go over these with a coloured pen than what it is to actually do all of your, to cut it out in another different colour and line it up.
Have you heard? Are you listening to this?
I was trying to listen and talk, and then I thought, if I'm going to listen, I'm going to have to be quiet. So I'll let you relay it to everybody, and I'll hear it when you're telling us.
Johnny's sister-in-law, Sally, producer Johnny, his sister-in-law, Sally, is a tiger keeper. Where, Johnny? At West Midlands Safari Park.
Wow.
And her boyfriend, Nick, he's a lion keeper.
They're
pretty much, they're like the Wild Thornberrys, aren't they? Best job in the world. Have you seen Tiger King yet on Netflix, Sarah?
No, not yet. You were talking about it,
watch it. It's interesting. Let's go with that and leave it there.
Right. Right. Wild. Perfect. So all I've done is I've got that same backing piece, but I've just lined it with another little piece of cardstock. All right. Now, before I wrap this around, I'm just going to do a little bit of matting and layering on the front as well. So we've just got this here. Just going to layer this up first. Now, my top tip when it comes to doing this sort of thing, right, is definitely to use your red liner tape. So where I've got the red liner tape here, instead of just using a tape pen, I want you to go right down the edge with the red liner tape, Joe, and it's going to just help it to stick loads better. Now, I'm just doing just the standalone card on its own. What you can do if you want is you can always do it with a Oh, where's my pokey tool? Here we go. You can always do it and then put another card on the back. So if you want to, you know, I was saying at the beginning, you might want to open your card. If you want to do the opening of the card, you're going to want to lay this up over the top. So let's have a little
It's
look.
Zoologist. That's the one I was going for.
That's the word you were after, was it?
Zoologist. That was the one. Yeah. Nicole says her mum volunteers at a zoo in the giraffe and meerkat areas. Meerkats are just the cutest. Maybe that's what we need to have in our next Peek-a-Boo range, Sarah. Some meerkats. Yeah.
Oh,
I think they'd be great.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look. I've got wild. So I've got on your birthday, we're going to be wild about you because we've got all the little sentiments that finish it off. So on your birthday, wild, and then I've got about you.
I love it
to go
as a
down
bow-fronted card. And I think it works
They're
really
nice,
well, doesn't it?
They're really nice. So just we've got to make sure when you're sticking your bits down your bow-fronted cards that you bow the bits as well. And then look, it looks a little bit plain at the moment, but I've made some little balloons. I've just die cut some balloons and then stuck them onto, stuck a little bit of string onto the back of them. And I'm going to just 3D glue gel them on. And I think they might look pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
Just finish it off quite nicely.
Robin said she'd love some flamingos maybe if we do another set. I also think llamas would be quite cool, or alpacas, don't you?
Oh, look at you with all the trendy ones.
I know, there are. Isn't it funny how animals become trendy and then like not so trendy again? Do you know what I mean? If you was a unicorn and llamas come along, you'd be really annoyed, wouldn't you?
Yes.
You know, you'd be like, oh, everyone wanted me and now everyone's after a llama and a flamingo. Flamingos definitely are one of those ones that are very, very popular at the moment. See lots of flamingo in things like home decor. Sorry, lots of people talking about Carol Baskin. A lot of people talking about Carol Baskin in the comments, which is what is making me laugh and it's distracting me. Maybe dolphins as well, says Christine. Ruth says they've got alpacas on her farm and llamas as well. Get lovely yarn from alpacas. I've had some beautiful alpaca yarn.
I've had some nice alpaca wool before. Yeah,
really lovely. I think that looks beautiful, Sarah.
Thank you. I'm just getting my little strings all stuck on nicely here. And I stick that last bit down there, and that's just come together quite well, hasn't it?
Beautiful,
Yeah,
really,
I think
really
it's
is.
made all the difference having them little balloons on. There we go. And then again, you've got that lovely bow front. So it just gives you a little bit of, there we go, a little bit of dimension in there, and it'll stand up on its own. So we've done all right there, haven't we? We've got a good 6 cards out.
Six,
so,
is that?
Yeah,
do you want to whiz us back through them?
We started off with the nice basics, right? Let me just clear down here so you can see. We started off with the basics. Then we moved on to how do you put your archway in. So we learned how to put an archway in. Then we used the same technique to do it, but on a box. So we did the archway and elongated the archway a little bit, did it onto the front of a box. Oh, then we had the break, and then when we came back, well, we had the break. We had the break of your craft vault, and then when we came back, I started to get more advanced. So that's when we did the stepper card with the aperture in the front as well. And then we went from there on to Z folds. So we did the Z fold card as well. And then we finished off with that lovely bow front as well. So 6 completely different looks. You could do every one of those looks with either one of those cards. Either one of those, any one of those dies.
Really wonderful, and of course you can really mix and match them as well, which is brilliant. Right, let me run you through the 2 different collections, the 2 different ways you've got of getting a hold of these. So you've got your everyday characters first. This one here, in this one you've got your cat in there, you've got the dog, you've got that elephant in there, the bear, you've also got the giraffe, and you've got the bunny. Now, if you're going for that one on its own, you may want to get the windows and arches as well. They're $9.99 or $12.99 if you want to get those 2. They're not included with this one. Very busy there. You can also get them on a 2 for £11 or $17 if you wish. Now, with the Christmas ones, this collection has the windows and arches included as well. So you'll get those in there. Half the stock of this one has gone. In this one, you've got Santa. You've also got the elf. There is the reindeer there. You've got the penguin. This one is your Robin. Then there is the mouse, the bear, and also the snowman as well. £41, $75 to get you all of those, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, I need to go and do a quick craft vault recap as well whilst we're here, proving very, very busy on those products that you've seen. So let me just take you back through those again. Now, remember on this one, a bit differently on today's craft vault, these are all non-Crafters Companion branded products. So we carry so many different brands over on our website, and we bring them here. Sometimes we brought you some hunky-dory shows recently. Go and have a look on the website at all the brilliant brands we carry. We thought we'd showcase a few and give you a great deal on them today. So the first one we've got is the 2Js, and you've got the summer collage stamps and the autumn collage stamps as well. So this is the summer collage stamp. Collage is great because it is it's a big mush of different bits sort of on one stamp set. So loads you can do with it. You've got a focal point there, and it's great for building interest. You've also got the winter one too, which is brilliant. You've got that open apple there, as you can see in the middle, and then all of that lovely detail. They're very, very full, these stamp sets. Now, another big brand that we carry online is our Clarity stamp. Now, the great thing is that with this, not only do you get the stamp, you also get the mask as well, which is going to allow you to do even more techniques with these. So you've got Hope with this one, and then you've also got Beauty as well. Really, really versatile. Loads you can do. This one especially because you've got lots of different flourishes and things which will work beautifully on there. Right, the next one we've got more Clarity items for you. These are the fresh cuts that you've got here. Let's do this one first actually. So this one here is the festive one. It's that stocking Aperture. So this is all about you cutting an aperture in the centre of something, which is great. Almost like a little sort of peek through, which is wonderful. And I love all the texture you've got there with your Noel sentiment, of course, and also the brick wall there. This one is also brilliant. This one is a really big one. This is your 5x5, so it's 12.7 centimetres by 12.7 centimetres, and this is a Aperture one. This is great if you love to paper piece because you see you've got lots of open space there. Wonderful for things like your stained glass window techniques, that one as well. The next one we've got our Pink Ink Daisy, and these are really lovely stamps, these ones. They're big stamps, and you've got massive, big, bold focal stamps on there as well. That lovely, huge peacock there. You've got all the feathers that you're going to be able to use for your embellishments as well. And then finally, you've got this one here, which is the Tropical Bird. Again, you've got that lovely, almost like a hummingbird there in the centre. You can see it's a really big stamp set with a frame and then all of those embellishing elements again. 26, 25, 37, 48. If you want to be able to grab those ones. Right, huge thanks to Sara. Sara, it's lovely to spend a couple of hours with you this morning. A lot coming up though this evening, isn't there? That big massive cartload.
It's a Sara day. You can't get rid of me that easily. So yes, as Joe said, once a month we do these really special cartloads whereby we have the goodie bags, we have the lucky dips, we have literally the best deals. We only can have them once a month, and today is that day where we get the extra special Sara cartload. So yes, 4 o'clock this afternoon, we're extending it by an extra hour because we've got so much to show you. Trust me, it is going to be fast and furious. It's not one of the shows where you kind of can afford to miss the beginning and jump in, because I think there's a chance we could even have some sellouts before the show. So hop on over, have a look at what you've got, what we've got coming up, and then make sure you're with us at 4 o'clock. So 3 hours, you've got time to go and have a bit of a rest, and then we'll see you in a few hours' time for an awesome show then.
We absolutely will, and we were joined by a very, very special guest as well. So make sure you're back here for that 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Right, if you are on the West Coast, you'll probably be going back to bed for a couple of hours. East Coasters, you'll be getting breakfast. We're going to get some lunch, and we'll see you back here in a few hours, okay? Take care.